Dude, I met another guy and this guy's like 20. It's like, dude, we do 20 deals every 3 days. Like, what the fuck did he just say? You know, and that just shifts your perspective. There's two things that can happen to somebody. One, you're gonna go back and crawl back in your little hole, right? Like I did for some years. I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to my thing. I'm cool here, right? Because that's comfort. Or two, you're gonna be like, dude, how the fuck do I get there? Because that's what I want to do, and I want to learn that. You know what's one of the saddest things, and I said that on, I think it was another podcast the other day. One of the saddest things, because I've been that guy. Yeah. Trust me, I speak this, ask me how I know. But one of the saddest things you could ever see is a guy or girl in any industry that thinks that they are a shark in the ocean, when in reality they're a little guppy in a fishbowl. And I think that, you know, going back to the king of the dipshits, I've been the guy that was like, oh, I'm the biggest fucking guy, right? Yeah, I'm like, I'm doing 20 deals a month. Dude, I met another guy and this guy's like 20. It's like, dude, we do 20 deals every 3 days. Like, what the fuck did he just say? You know, and that just shifts your perspective. There's two things that can happen to somebody. One, you're gonna go back and crawl back in your little hole, right? Like I did for some years. I was like, no, I'm gonna stick to my thing. I'm cool here, right? Because that's comfort. Or two, you're gonna be like, dude, how the fuck do I get there? Because that's what I want to do, and I want to learn that.
Well, and on that, and I'll let Tim jump in after that, but it's like, you know, you could be the guy that's flipping properties, and then there's going to be another guy that's like, oh, you flip single family, I flip multifamily. Then you have another guy that's like, you flip multifamily, I flip businesses. Yeah. And then you have another guy that's like, you flip businesses, I flip countries. I mean, it's always, there's always another guy.
Then you got the guys that hold them, and you know, again, that's a whole different strategy. I mean, dude, look, making money's cool. Keeping it is way cooler, especially as you make more. And as you go up through these levels, you know, stages of your journey, you know, what you thought was cool once upon a time, you're like, God, did I really think that was cool? Like the first year, dude, coming into this, I remember like a wholesaling. I was like, if I could make 150 G's a year, I am set. And then you make that. And then I made, all right, it's $250,000. That must be the sweet spot. Then you make $250,000, you're like, nah, it's nothing. All right, $500,000. And then you make the million. And then you figure out, as you're going up there, you're like, holy shit, there's this thing called taxes, and I'm gonna get fucked. Because now I made more money, which nobody taught me. Now the next problem to solve for is, well, how do we keep more of it?
The penalty for making more is paying more of what you made.
Correct. Unless you understand the game, which is how do you play the game? Well, you hold on to shit as you go up, right? And it's interesting. People are like, oh, yeah, you got like millions of dollars in the bank. I'm like, not often. You got millions of dollars in assets, that's for sure. But cash ebbs and flows, right? I don't care though. I keep a lot more cash. And I got friends that make $1 million a year, $2 million a year, but they get smacked up at 35%. I'm making more than that, and I'm getting taxed at like 20 something, maybe, right? But again, it's depreciated on a lot of assets too. Right, and then, you know, we were talking about self-directed IRAs and how are you doing that? What kind of vehicles do you know, how do you do your deals and you know, that structure and stuff. But dude, it's, you need to figure out what game you want to play, because you can play any game. The prizes are not the same.